Some of you may still be wondering what this symbol is. Some of you might have figured it out from the end of last week's video. This is actually the symbol of the Klingon Empire from Star Trek. And you may be asking, well, what are you going to be building from Star Trek that's related to Klingons? Well, and I know this is a hotly debated thing as to which series is the best one. I'm not saying it's the best one, but it is my favorite one. Star Trek Voyager. And in Star Trek Voyager, there was one particular episode that revolved around the Klingon character, B'Elanna Torres, called the Barge of the Dead. And the Barge of the Dead was a ship that takes the souls of disgraced Klingons to Gre'Thor, to toil in the fields or something like that for all eternity. So, that is my plan for this ship over here. I was looking around for different kinds of ships I could build, and then I remembered, wasn't there an episode of Voyager where they had a Barge of the Dead? And they sure did. And it uses that pale, like almost a birch-colored wood. I was like, this is perfect. That'll be my palm wood build. So I've got a bunch of palm wood. I actually cleared off. I don't know if I can see them from here. Let me see if I can spot them. But I cleared off. No, I think they're on the other side of the island. But I cleared trees off of 3 islands. There are 3 bald islands out there. So we've got plenty of wood. We got a nice design that and it's going to be tough because this design has a lot of curves. So we will see what I come up with. So, got my tools. Let's get started. Alright, so we got the ship stripped down. Took basically an entire... Where's the sun? It's over there. It's already starting to set. Or it's almost done setting. It's basically night. So it took us an entire in-game day. But we got her stripped down to just the ribs. And the reason I wanted this particular model is because I wanted this hollow part on the inside. Because I think that's probably going to be my main storage area. And I didn't want that wall in the way. But I didn't want all the wood in the bow, or I should say the ancient metal in the bow, like the bomber has. This is the layout that works best for me for this design, I think. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna craft some palm wood blocks, see what I need, and then it's gonna take me a while because I got to do one block at a time. So. It might be daytime by the time I get started on the next step here. I am not going to film myself crafting 2,000 blocks or however many it is I need. So, I'm just going to put a cut here, and when we come back, I'm going to have a buttload of blocks. All right, so I So I forgot. Before we can start building, we need to make the ship bigger because it's currently the build limit is 25 by 25. I haven't upgraded it all, so it is not going to be big enough for our needs. So let's go ahead. Where did I put all that stuff? I know I got it here somewhere. There it is. We go around this way. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Grab the cockpit over here. Put it in here with all the other stuff. Oh. Grab a couple more nails. Little miscount there. That's all right. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Oh, need a few more coins. There we go. I need that anymore. Okay, that was a 55 by 55. That should be adequate. All right. So, now that we got that out of the way, let me take a good look at this thing. You know what? I think these are one of those trees that respawned. Yeah, because I dug this out. These trees shouldn't be here. You can tell they spawned on dirt that I previously dug out here, so I don't know why those trees came back. It's a weird, that's the second time I've noticed trees that came back. Any more? Alright. Anyway. Yeah, because they were restricting my view. I want to take a closer look at this thing. So, what I'm thinking here, this thing has a nearly flat bottom. It's not flat, but it's close to flat. So what I'm thinking is I'll do a keel down the middle right here. The land only went out so far, so I kind of had to stop right here when I was putting on these planks on the underside. And so I had to turn it around to be able to finish this part off here. Oh, and I filled in these walls here because I figured that I can't move the ancient metal, so I'm just, like, my interior is kind of decided for me. So I just filled it in, and these are just going to be interior walls, but if you look over here, let me see if I can get a better angle at it, because that's kind of not a great angle. Let me see if I can get up on top here somewhere. I don't know if you can tell, but when you look at this, like, dead on, it looks uneven. But that's an optical illusion. If you get close, you can see slab stair, slab stair, slab stair, slab stairs. They are even, but because the texture on the top of the block is different for some reason, I don't know why on this side the stairs are in line with the rest of the blocks, but these stairs and the planks, and even this plank, which is just, this is, not plank, slab, it's on the top half. This shouldn't be different. There's no reason for this. I don't know why there's these differences in the patterns. I don't get it. Anyway, so we've got, as you can see, the bow done here. I'm going to go ahead and finish the underbelly side here. And then the stern is pretty much well done here. I am going to put a rudder on this ship, which I did not do with the Flying Dutchman. I know that there's different designs for the Barge of the Dead. Some have sails, some don't. I am not going to be using the one with the sails. And I much rather prefer the whole lore that the barge is not propelled by sails. It's got these big holes in the sides where they can put oars out, and all the dishonored souls are forced to toil and row for eternity. Like that. It's supposed to be basically Klingon hell. And I could see that being, just sit on a slave ship and just row and row for eternity. And no matter how tired or painful your arms get, you just have to keep going. Anyway, let's get started. As you can see, did decide to fill in all these holes down here with dirt. This is because I was bumping in and out of the holes and misplacing and having to chop out and replace, slabs, and I didn't want to waste the wood, so I figured with a smoother working area that wouldn't happen so much. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to finish this out right here over here like I did on the bow, and then we're going to see where we're at from there. Alright, so we got the belly of the beast here laid down, so to speak, and I'm pretty happy with the way it looks so far. Coming together nicely. I like the color of this wood. It's like pale, but it's still kind of warm. But it's not orange. It's like a peach color, almost. Anyway, the video's running kind of long. I don't want it to go too long, so I think I'm going to call it here, and then we'll get started on the superstructure in the next video. My goal is to have this done in 2 videos. I don't want it to run 4 videos long, like the last one did. Although with the Dutchman, most of that was trying to dig it out after that glitch. And hopefully that won't happen here again. Like I just noticed a mistake I gotta fix. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. In the meantime, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.